Aquarius, welcome to Tourmaline Tarot. We're going to do your mid-November check-in, just see what's going on for the rest of the month. Kicking it off with the Queen of Cups here, that's good. What about her though? Nine of Swords, okay. Six of Pentacles reversed. It can be a little charged up emotionally. Queen of Cups obviously handling emotions and all that kind of stuff that goes with it. But with the Nine of Swords here and the Six of Pentacles reversed, it's almost like you hit a tipping point with it. Because everything that's been churning in your head or worrying about or thinking about things or, you know, trying to figure stuff out, you're just not going to put any more energy into that. You know, it's like, meh. Or if anything has been throwing you off your game, you're not going to give it your attention. Even though you could have been optimistic, you could have been like glass half full. It didn't say of what though. So with this Six of Pentacles reversed, exactly what is going to happen here. The Moon reversed. I feel like some stuff is kind of emerging and coming out. It doesn't have to be like this big revelation and like, you know, clutch and pearls kind of stuff, but it can be like realization. Stuff is coming to the surface. This is, you know, we just got out of eclipse season. So it is time for everything to kind of settle. And there could have been stuff that kind of got shook up to the surface that you're handling now. Because what is this Nine of Swords about? Eight of Wands. Any issues that had to do around communication, things, you know, going smoothly. Could be physically going places, communication, etc. Stuff that could have not been being said just kind of starts coming out. I think with the Queen of Cups, you're showing up with good intentions, or whoever this is showing up with good intentions. I don't get any maliciousness out of this, but I feel like if stuff has been boiling for a little bit, it's time to work on it. Yeah. So Three of Pentacles and the Chariot. It's time to go and kind of go in a new direction. But the Three of Pentacles is about teamwork. So that is nice that if you can kind of collaborate with somebody, you don't have to really go it alone. But if you do, you are going to put the time and energy into it. So if the Six of Pentacles wasn't working, you kind of backtrack a little to the three and say, okay, we're revamping. Here's what we're doing with this, the Chariot. We're moving. We're going. So it's not like all for naught, because people see the Nine of Swords and they're like, oh my gosh. It's like, no. Any issues with communication, it's coming out. It's being expressed. Let's talk about it. Because what exactly is getting talked about with this Eight of Wands? Devil reversed. Yeah. Stuff has got to go, shift, change. Anything that was low level is getting punted. It's like, out of here. So there is a breaking with stuff that could have been status quo, stuff that just wasn't really, yeah, and not working on that anymore. Or if you have started or did start down a path of something and it just was not it, and you kind of got halfway down the road and you're like, oh my gosh, this is not it. You're able to backtrack. Remember I said, you know, you can go from the 6 back to a 3. It's not like you all or nothing. It just has to be all or something. So if you feel like, oh, like you made a misstep, no, there's still time. There's still room. There's still, you know, ability to say, yeah, we need to shift gears. So shift the gears, okay? Because what is this Queen of Cups doing here? Page of Pentacles. Real good intense stuff could have started out well, but you do need to kind of, like I said, there's a little backtrack. There's a little reboot. But if stuff wasn't going the way you thought it should, it gets course corrected. To the Nine of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like whatever shift you're making, you know, or this could be someone coming to you and be like, listen, I really botched this. You know, can you help me get back on track? And you're willing to do it. And I think if this is somebody else's realization, you're going to be compassionate about it. But at the same time, it also is benefiting you. If that makes sense. Like, it's not like, oh, you know, you're just like, I see what you're saying. Thank you for bringing this to me. Let's figure it out. So that's a good way to look at it. But either way, you wind up with the Nine of Cups, no matter how much kind of course correction has to happen. But the communication part's the kind of the linchpin in either you expressing stuff that like, this is not it. Or someone coming to you and be like, listen, I kind of got a little far down the road. I kind of got out of pocket. Can you help me reel it in? So going to the Oracle, what are we talking about here? The Whip. Yeah, there's some discipline. There's some, like I said, shifting gears. It's not going to be like easy peasy, but it'll be worth it because there's an end to something. There's the Coffin. Coffin for me is a before and after. It's very similar to the Death card. But it also, there's kind of like a closure to it as well. Like, because what are you supposed to kind of be doing at funerals? Getting closure. So there's kind of like, wrap it up. And then what happens there? It's not literal death, but then the Sun. There is a dawning. It's like, what was can't be anymore. So how is that going to look from here on out? And like I said, if this is somebody else, you are benefiting from it. Or if you're the one initiating it, you still benefit from it. So it's almost like a no-lose kind of proposition here for you, Aquarius. So with the Sun, yeah, I feel like it's been, the mice are something that's kind of annoying, stuff that there's still things that aren't quite coming out. And with the Sun there, it's almost like, you know, when you turn the light on, and you have a little fuzzy buddy living in the kitchen or something, and they scuttle away. It's kind of like that. All the little things that have been hanging on, the light goes on, you know? So what about this is happening here? New beginning, grounded. It's only, you know, 100% from here on out. Or, you know, you don't even need 100%. You just need to see some effort. You need to see some moxie, some elbow grease. And that's what it's going to happen. So what about this change? What was kind of the catalyst for that? Somebody had to figure out what was actually important. What did they really care about? And be willing to put the work in, because there's good stuff, but with roses, there's thorns too. So there's kind of like a duality to it. It's like you can't be 100% easy street all the time. So what is important? What is going to bring gains? What is going to bring, you know, the stability? And I feel like that kind of got sussed out. I'm not saying anyone has a major wake-up call, because I'm not seeing a lot of, you know, surprise or something like that. I feel like this is gradual. Someone's willing to put the work in, you know, because they care about it, obviously. But with Cupid, he is still stabbing the heart. There's still blood involved. There's some work, and it feels like it's welcome. And the work can make you feel like you're doing something, you're achieving things. You can actually put your hands on some stuff. Get in there. There's tangible things that I think you feel better about, because you see things moving in a direction. But like I said, there's a little course correction. And if this is somebody else, I feel like you're actually seeing the stuff that goes, yes, that's actual change. That's not just mouse service or whatever it is. So Aquarius, I think after a little bit of retooling, like I said, it's like a no-lose situation for you. So that's what I have for the rest of November, and I'll talk to you later.